Hello, hello. How is everyone today? It is Wednesday, and it's Melissa Jollymore coming live. If you don't know who I am, and I'm coming live on a Wednesday evening. If you are popping on, please say hello. Let me know you're here. Let me know you're popping on to hear the conversation, and let's talk about security versus freedom or freedom versus security. If you're on, please say hello. I'd love to say hi back. And if you are watching the replay, let me know you stopped by. Hopefully you're gonna get some really valuable nuggets watching this. You might wanna take some notes, or you could watch the replay and take some notes, because this is some very valuable information that I'm gonna drop some nuggets. How about that? How about that on a Wednesday night? All right, let's get to it. Who knows what's behind me? Who has seen the cash flow quadrant? If you have read Rich Dad, Poor Dad, Cash Flow Quadrant, any Robert Kiyosaki books, you may be familiar with the cash flow quadrant. And I know I wasn't familiar with it until about 3 years ago. I'm going to give credit where credit is due. My mentors have poured a lot of financial education into me, and still pouring into me all wealth principles and how to make money work for me. And so I am just here passing on the wealth of knowledge so that maybe you can get ahead rather than just get by. And so I hope this is helpful. Okay, I want to start by saying we make money in one of these boxes. If not, we may dabble in another, okay? So this is the cash flow quadrant. Robert Kiyosaki created this to tell everybody where they make money. What side of the quadrant are you in? If you are an employee, drop it in the comments. If you are a small business owner, drop it in the comments. Are you a big business owner? If you are, let me know. And an investor. All right, which box do you fit in? Let me know. I'm going to explain a little bit about them. The employee quadrant is where majority of us are. This is where we work for somebody else. A boss tells us how much we're worth an hour. A boss decides when we can take a vacation, when we can take a sick day. We get taxed at the highest, unfortunately, in this quadrant, about 30 to 40%. And we are working the 40-40-40 plan, right? Work for 40 hours a week for 40 years to get maybe 40% of our income back at retirement. And so this is where we are running the rat race. This is where we trade security versus freedom. We're trading time for money, all right? Over here is a small business quadrant. So this is a self-employed. Who is self-employed? Who owns their own business on here, right? These are the people that didn't want a boss, right? They didn't want to have somebody tell them what to do, when to come into work, how hard to work, how much they're going to get paid. They wanted to determine that. So the self-employed is in this box. This box is where you are the system, all right? If you haven't heard, people make money. You go to work, you make money. Systems create wealth. If you are in the small business, you are the system, all right? You don't have a system that works for you, because if you leave your business, what happens? It falls, right? The small business also has the loans, the overhead, and you're only making money when your doors are open, right? You're bound on this quadrant. We're bound at the 24-hour clock. We only have 24 hours in a day, and the only time we make money, the only time we make earned income is when we work or have our doors open. Trading time for money. Also in the self-employed, this is the business owners. They have to deal with all the headaches, right? They have to deal with customer service, shipping, overhead. They get paid last. So this side is the security versus freedom, all right? They know how many hours they work. They pretty much know how much their paycheck's going to be, and they're trading time for money. Over here is the big business quadrant and the investor quadrant. The big business quadrant is where, you know, the Oprah Winfrey's, the Steve Jobs, Howard Schultz, all the big names that you know are in the big business quadrant. This is where Forbes says you need 500 employees and you need about 25 million in 5 years startup costs. That considers you a big business. In this big business quadrant, people make money and systems create wealth. So this is where they have systems that work for them. All right, over here as an employee, you're asking your boss, how much money can I make in an hour, right? How much money can I make? Over here in the big business quadrant, they're asking, how much can I make when you work an hour, right? So they're leveraging systems, they're leveraging other people to build the business. And then there's the investor where you become an investor. Which one do you want to be in? Which one do you want to be in? This one is security versus freedom, right? You're trading freedom for security. And what have we found out in this last, especially 4 months, and we find this out often, that your job, your employee, you don't have security. You could get fired. If your boss can fire you, you have somebody else's, your future is in somebody else's hands. They can lay you off, they can shut your doors. So there's very little security, but we are trained to think that this is security. Over here, this is freedom versus security. This is where you're going to want to get your time back. This is the rich side, rich in time, where they leverage systems to create wealth and they make money work for you. All right, they leverage a system that creates cash flow for money that finds you. Which one do you want to go into? Which one would you rather be in? And if you are kind of thinking about it, I'm going to answer for you. You want to be on this side, right? You want to be on this side so that you can pay the less, you get some tax breaks, you can make money work for you, and you can have time freedom where now cash flow finds you, where you're getting financially educated, you're learning how to build a system, and you're creating passive income. Passive income is money you make 24/7 by using a system, all right? This side is scared to lose their job. This side is scared to get a job, all right? So there's two distinct sides. But because we are so trained to go make a living, right? Go to work, learn a skill, learn a trade, hopefully get a good job with benefits, and run that rat race for 40 years. This place does not invite us to dream. It has limitations, right? Over here, majority, 77% of us on this side live paycheck to paycheck. It's very hard to get ahead on this side. If you're making $60,000 a year, which is considered middle class income, $22,000 to $60,000 a year is considered middle class. Most people are trained from the school, from the government, to strive for a middle class wage, right? Good enough. It can pay for what you need, right? The trouble is you get taxed at the highest and you're getting taxed $15,000 in taxes. You're gonna bring home $45,000. By the time you pay for your car, your home, your food, your bills, maybe education, medical, very little left over to get ahead. Very little left over to bump yourself to the investor quadrant where you can have money work for you. Statistically, most people who are in the middle class, upper class quadrant, income earning level, does not even have $5,000 in savings. They have no savings, so they're living paycheck to paycheck. And when an economic crisis happens, like what we've just experienced, though the majority in this side goes down, right? We have trouble, you're sinking, you're getting more into credit card debt, you're more loan debt, and it's very hard to climb out of that water. How does the average person like you and me who went to school, got a good job, running the rat race, how do we move over to that side, to the rich side? Not only rich in money, but rich in time, right? Time should be your currency. Time is the most valuable thing you have, and it passes by and we can't get it back. Once it's gone, it's gone. Listen, money, we can make more money. There are tons of opportunities, lots of opportunities to bring more money into your household. But when time goes by, it's gone. So we want to get you your time back. That is valuable. You want to get freedom. Freedom to do what you want to do, not what your boss wants you to do, not what you're told to do, but what your purpose, what your drive, what you want to do with your time. So that's freedom, right? Time, wealth, okay? So how do you get that? Listen, if you don't own a big box company that has 500 employees and you have 25 million to start this up, it's really hard to get over here, isn't it? And so how we teach it, my mentors teach it, for people that are in this quadrant that want to make the switch, we jump into network marketing. Where now we can build cash flow so that we can become an investor. Listen, I'm going to show you real quick how to bump from the E to the S over to the B in network marketing, right? Network marketing, the industry, that's a $300 billion industry that brings in revenue a year, trumps the organics, trumps the movie industry, the gaming industry, the NFL, all right? It is a big business that most people on this side, not this side knows how valuable network marketing is because Richard Branson owns a network marketing company, Times Warner, Donald Trump, all the big business guys, they understand. Jim Rohn, Warren Buffett, they know how powerful network marketing is. But this side, the side that isn't financially educated, that worked for money because we're trained, it's the only way we know, laugh at it. Laugh at it and don't give it the time of day. And guess what? Then you're stuck here, right? Because it's very hard to switch over here. Now, why not look into network marketing? Look at building a system that works harder than you are, just like the big business quadrant, so that you can create passive income. All right? Network marketing is going to bring you passive income, money you make 24/7. In network marketing, instead of the self-employed where they have all the headaches, right? You're going to align yourself with a fulfillment center, a franchise, an online distribution franchise, and you have a fulfillment center that takes care of all those headaches for you. The shipping, the customer service, they pay commissions, all the science, all of the headaches, the lawyers and because we're the advertisers, but all the branding, they have all those headaches that we don't have to deal with. We leverage a system. It's the greatest form of wealth creation if you build it right. You escape from the rat race. And as you're making income, passive income, money that finds you, you get paid trips. They give you paid trips. All right? This is how you do it. You get a spot and you link arms with two people that want to create passive income. You want to link arms with people who want to make money and teach people to do the same so that they can move to this side of the quadrant. Now you're going to help them get to. You become a star in my business. You want to help them become a star. Now you're building a system that works harder than you do. Because now 2 become 4, 4 become 8, 8 becomes 16, 16 become 32, 64, 128. I think I have my math right. And it grows. And all of a sudden, in 3 years, I'm going to share what I've done. In 3 years, you have over 1,500 people in your organization, your distribution machine. Now listen, I didn't enroll all those 1,500. I didn't even enroll half of the 1,500 that is in my distribution business. I personally brought in 30 people in my organization, linked arms with them. So 10 people I shared this aligned with me in this opportunity. 10 people a year came into this business, and out of those 30 came 1,500. Because guess what? This person that I brought in knows these two. Now these two are going to align with two. So now you're expanding your network. Your network is your net worth. And as it grows and it duplicates, it's actually not who I bring in. Maybe it's who you bring in. Maybe it's who your friend brings in or your colleague brings in. And now somebody knows somebody in Japan. You have a business in Japan. Maybe down the road, somebody that knows somebody that's somebody aligned in your distribution business knows somebody in Australia. You have a business in Australia, a global distribution business. And guess what? It didn't cost you a thing. It doesn't cost you a penny to align with business partners and expand your distribution business all over the world. And in 3 years, you know, if you do what I do, we're going to show you what we do, you're going to have 1,500 people in your organization clocking in your business. Now, can you see how this is leverage? This is leverage. So now, say I work, just for the sake of math, I work 1 hour in my distribution business. 1,500 that I have enrolled are going to do the exact same thing. They're going to work an hour in my business a day. Now, I have 1,500 hours working in my distribution business, and I'm only working one. People make money, systems create wealth. That is the power of network marketing that most people laugh at because they are not educated on how this can change their life, how this business can turn the working class, can turn the middle class into a big business owner. Because guess what? Now, according to Forbes, I need 500 employees to be a big business. I need 500 employees. I have 1,500 in my organization. All right? And they're not employees. I'm not their boss. They're CEOs of their own distribution business, because now they're building their distribution business and they're teaching people to do the same, which is duplication, right? Because systems create wealth. They're going to duplicate and we're going to leverage. Now you're making money 24/7 and money's finding you. Powerful, right? Guess what's going to happen? Now, maybe this passive income is going to pay for your car payment. Okay? That's great. Now, if it's going to pay for your car payment, now you're going to work towards paying your mortgage. As it builds up, now maybe you can replace your plan A because your plan B, your system, is creating a full-time income. Maybe it's pulling in $60,000 that you would make working for somebody else. Maybe your system's going to pull in $60,000. We can teach you how to do that in 3 to 5 years. We can teach you how to make 6 figures in 3 to 5 years. It's a system, right? It's not a get rich quick. It's building a business. And now the passive income can replace, and now money is working for you. Now you're not trading time for money anymore. You get your time back. Now, as you grow, now you're going to grow more. Maybe you're going to make 100,000. Now what happens, you're going to have some more money in your pocket, because in this system, you get taxed at the lowest. You work when you want. You can give yourself a pay raise whenever you want, where you want, with who you want. Taxed at the lowest, because you get a bunch of tax breaks, right? Grant Cardone, I'm listening to his 10X book right now. If you listen to him or anybody that is a big business owner, will say, just for tax breaks, you should be involved in network marketing. All right. So now you can put more money in your pocket. Now you can go into the investor. Maybe you can invest in real estate where you couldn't over here because you didn't have any extra, right? Remember, majority of employees and self-employed who make $500,000 or less do not have $5,000 savings to do anything extra. So now you can maybe invest in real estate, or maybe you can invest in a business you've always wanted to do. Whatever it is, you can have money to do that. So now I'm rambling. I just get fired up when I talk about this because this side doesn't invite you to dream, right? There's limitations. You're stuck. It's hard to get out of that rat race. Over here, teaches you to dream because now you're seeing the possibility. Now you can see that there's a light at the end of the tunnel because your system is building and growing and you're getting taught. And we get taught by mentors who not only have made millions in this industry, but millions in multiple industries. And they teach us wealth principles, financial education. Financial education, the person with the highest financial education brings in the most cash flow. Cash is not king, cash flow is king. So what quadrant do you want to be in? Do you want to be in the one where you're working till you're 65, 70? Or do you want to learn in 3 to 5 years how you can make money work for you so you can get ahead? You know the answer. You deserve it. You deserve to dream again. You deserve to do the things that you want to do. And I can show you a way that we're doing it, how we're using network marketing, okay? We're using network marketing to get there. Thank you so much. I hope this was helpful. If it was helpful, please share. I'd love to drop some nuggets to anyone who is needing, maybe somebody who is needing some extra cash flow could use this. All right, talk to you soon. Love you guys. Mwah.